Greetings everyone, it's Michael Anastasiadis here, mortgage advisor from Bosanoff Mortgages, Mortgages Made Easy, coming to you live with your weekly mortgage and interest rate update. And good news, we've had one of the big banks today move their 6-month rate to now being 5.99. So that's the first of the big banks with the 5 in front of that 6-month rate. So we haven't heard yet if the others are going to follow. But look, all eyes are really on next Wednesday afternoon when the Reserve Bank announces their final OCR review for the year, and then we'll see some musical chairs, I suspect, with the interest rates a few days after that. Of course, like I've told you before, the floating rate will probably drop the next day. There's large expectation that the Reserve Bank's going to cut the OCR by 0.5 to, it looks like the talk of 0.75 cuts sort of gone now. So next Wednesday afternoon, guys, after the press conference, I'll come to you and I'll give you all a little update with what's gone on, because we're all expecting the cut. We just now want to hear what they're going to say, part of their commentary after, because that'll really signal where rates are heading, when and how fast. So I'll give you that update next week. But good news, rates continue to drop. So if you've got that mortgage coming up for refixing, make sure you talk to your trusted expert so you can get that right advice for your situation. So yeah, good news. The 1-year rate, for those of you that are wondering what it is, it's pretty much across the board 5.79 at the moment. And of course, this is as long as you've got a 20% deposit or at least 20% equity in your property. In terms of mortgages, look, we've had a busy week this week. We've actually had a number of clients get their live deal accepted. So what does a live deal mean? It typically means that they've had to place their offer subject to finance because they don't have a 20% deposit. So the only way the banks will look at those people without a 20% deposit, as long as there's a minimum of 10% deposit, the banks will look at it, but you've had to have your offer accepted on a property. So we've had a number of those this week. It looks like there's some people that are desperately trying to sell before Christmas, just like there's equally people wanting to buy before Christmas. The one thing I must say with all these clients, we've previously helped them doing a dummy application so they know what they can and can't afford. So they're within their limits, and now we've sent them off to the banks, waiting for the banks to come back to say yay or nay, or probably yay, now go ahead and order the registered valuation. So if you're someone that's sitting with a deposit between 10 and 20% and you've been wondering how do you go about doing this, feel free to get in touch, because we'll be more than happy to help you. One key thing here, don't go borrowing more than 5 times your income, because then that makes it really hard for us to give you what you want. So if you're a first-time buyer and you're sitting within that deposit range of 10 and 20% and you're not wanting to borrow more than 5 times your income, get in touch and we'll see what we can do for you. Also, we've had a lot of people say, hey, is it true that people that are self-employed can't get a mortgage? That's not true. As long as you've been self-employed for a minimum of 12 months and you can provide me your tax records, actually it should say 18 months now, because the banks want to see your 31 March 2024 financial statements in IR3, yes, we can help you as well. So again, if you think you're in that camp, feel free to get in touch. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Finally, I should say, yes, the banks are still taking a long time to process applications. They're taking anywhere from about 2 weeks to 3 weeks at the moment, and that's just going to balloon out until we get into December, and then they'll play catch up. Usually from mid to late December, things start improving, and then they get better. So once we all come back in the new year, their time frame should be back to normal. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Hope it's warm and dry wherever you are, and we'll be live next week with another video.